Hey everyone, it's Avery Mellor, your local real estate guide here in London, Ontario. Today we're going to be exploring some of the most luxurious homes London has to offer. And like I said, my name's Avery. I help people buy and sell real estate here in London, Ontario, as well as the surrounding areas like Kilworth, Kamoka, Strathroy, St. Thomas, Ilderton, Mount Bridges, and more. At the start of this video, we're going to be going through some streets, and then we're going to go more specific into large single-family homes all around the London area. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you can stay up to date with the London real estate market. Now let's dive in. All right, so first up is Robbie's Way in Creekview Chase. This is a new neighborhood, newly constructed. They're currently selling lots which you can purchase and then build a custom home on. Houses range from, on the low end, 1.5 million, all the way up to $3 million. It's located just south of Sunningdale Road, right around the Sunningdale Golf and Country Club. This house right here is publicly listed for $2.5 million. It's 2,714 above ground square feet with 5 beds and 6 baths. There's also some bigger homes that are going to be listed for higher than 2.5 million, but it's hard to find the data just because these are custom lots where people then go talk to a builder and build their own home. So things like these aren't publicly listed. Maybe a few years down the line they will, however. Now, another thing about this neighborhood is it's located in Masonville Public School zoning. This is the #1 rated elementary school in London and one of the top in Canada. Next up is, this neighborhood. It's Pebble Creek Walk, Torrey Pines Way, Castle Hill Close, Sawgrass Link. This is located just north of Sunningdale Road, northwest of the Sunningdale and Richmond intersection, actually fairly close to Creekview Chase. They started building these homes around 2012, and there's still newer builds. One home sold for $3,075,000. It's coming up right here. It was a 6-bed, 5-bath house with 4,874 square feet. It's actually this home right there that just passed by. Homes range in this area from 1.2 million all the way up to 3 million like you just saw. These homes are beautiful though, also located in a very good school zone. Now, something very cool about these areas as well is that people purchase the lot and build custom homes. So it's not cookie cutters. You're not finding similar homes back to back to back. Like, look at this neighborhood on McWade Place in the same area. Just absolutely amazing homes. So the next up is Chantry Place. This is located just east of Richmond Street, right around the Masonville area. At one point there was actually a few NHL players that lived in this street, which is kind of crazy considering how small it is. The largest home is a 7-bed, 10-bath. It has a large indoor pool and a 4-car garage, around 17,000 square foot of living space. It was built in 1939. You can see it just there. I'll have another angle coming up soon. Right here, you can see it. Absolutely massive. There's rumors that Justin Bieber and Drake were planning on purchasing it, but not sure how true those rumors are. There was a home sold for $2.85 million in 2022 on this street, 4-bed, 6-bath. With 6,381 square feet finished. It was built in 2000. Homes in this area rarely sell. There's only been 6 public sales within the past 10 years, which is kind of ridiculous. So to be honest, it's unlikely you're going to purchase a home in this area. But if you are, I'd expect to be paying on the low end $2 million all the way up to $5 million. So now we're on to Corley Drive. This is located just south of Windermere Drive. Corley Drive also extends north of Windermere Drive, but in this video it's south of Windermere Drive, which I find is the nicer part of the street. So you're close to Western University, ranges from, low 1.2, 1.3, $4 million, all the way up to $5 million for the massive mansion I'm going to show later on. That's just my guess for the price. It's not publicly listed, obviously. The most expensive sale, however, in the past 10 years was listed for $2.698 million, sold for right around there, 5-bed, 5-bath with 3,320 square feet. There's also some newly constructed homes on this street that will go for easily $3 million. And you're close to golf courses, shopping, libraries, and different kinds of trails. So amazing neighborhood as well. All right, so next up, we're on to Gloucester and Ryerside Road. Might be pronounced Gloucester. I honestly have no idea. But this is located at the west end of Windermere. It's actually a continuation of Windermere Road. So once again, great neighborhood. You're in the Masonville area in the north or northwest portion of London. This street has a mix of homes, okay? So there's homes built in the 1950s and 60s, as well as newly built homes after the 2000s, as well as in the past few years. There's a home currently listed for $4.25 million. It's a 5-bed, 5-bath with 4,278 above ground square feet. It's a very stately home. It's actually coming up in this video. Just give it a minute. But yeah, absolutely beautiful home. It's the highest listed in recent times, and it's right here. So yeah, that's listed at 4.25 million. And you know, if you're trying to get in this neighborhood in general, you can expect bare minimum $1.2 million. That's gonna be for a 1950 build, completely outdated, but you're paying for the lot. This home here is actually sold for 3.4 million in April of 2023, but there's homes that cost more as well. You know, there's homes that probably range above $5 million, like this one coming up here. It actually has 7-car garage, just 1 minute there. You know, I went on Google Earth. It seemed like it actually had 7-car garage. There looked like a few in the back as well as a few in the front, which is obviously ridiculous. Okay, so now we're on to Bryanston, Ontario. This is located just north of London, a few minutes away. These homes are primarily built by XO Homes, which is a big luxury home builder. Likely around the $3 million range. You know, that huge white one that's coming up is probably 5-6 million. I honestly have no idea. It is massive though. There are a ton of smaller groups of mansions on the outskirts of London, whether you're looking north, east, south, west, just on massive lots. There's endless amounts of like these ones here in the video. Now we're on to Hickory Ridge Common, Hickory Stick, and Franklin Way Crescent. This is in northwest London, just around the Wonderland and Fanshawe intersection, just east on Wonderland. Now, most of these homes were built in the 1980s. However, it looks like they've been torn down and rebuilt into much newer builds, you know, 2020 plus kind of thing. Obviously, homes like that are a little bit older. This one coming up here is the largest on the street, 5-car garage. I got another video coming in just a second with a different angle from nighttime. But yeah, there's actually a home that sold recently on the street last year for 2.61 million. It was a 5-bed, 5-bath with 5,170 square feet above ground. So massive home. It's actually coming up here in the video, just there, the white one there. But you know, there's other homes that have sold for 2.9 million in this neighborhood, and I'm sure there's other private sales even higher. We're on to South Winds in Deer Trail right now. This is my favorite neighborhood in all of London. It's located just south of Talbot and west of Lambeth. Most of these homes were built in the 1980s. Not in this video, of course. These ones are much newer, but 1980s if you enter to the right of South Winds. However, if you go left, you'll see homes like these built in 2018, 2019, much larger and more modern homes. There's actually one for sale right now, this one in the video. It's for $2.89 million. It's a 3-bed, 4-bath with 4,442 square feet above ground. And then there's much larger homes like this one here in the video. But I'd say overall, you're gonna need at least 1.5 million to get into the older homes of this neighborhood. In the newer homes, at least 2.5 million. Some of these, the resale value is probably close to $5 million, like that one I showed you at the very end over there. In the past 2 years, there's been a few sales in this neighborhood ranging from 1.65 million all the way up to $2.5 million. So now we're looking at Islesworth Road, Silverleaf Chase, and Grand Oak Cross, which is a neighborhood in Talbot, just south of Pack Road. You know, most of these homes are bare minimum $1.1 million, all the way up to around the $3 million range for a home like that white one there. But, you know, 3429 Silverleaf Chase is actually for sale for $2.2 million right now. It's a 4-bed, 4-bath with 3,504 square feet above ground. But, you know, there's older homes in these neighborhoods that are just 5 years old, and the newer homes are still being built, as most of them are 2022 or newer. They're actually having some newly developed condos in this area as well, which are going to be selling for $700,000 to $800,000, which is obviously a great price to get into this amazing neighborhood. And you also have very quick access to the 401, which is also a perk of living in this newly developed area. Now we're taking a quick drive down Cherry Grove Drive. This is located in Byron near Colonel Talbot and Southdale Road. This street is one of the most spectacular homes in all of London, which you'll see soon. There's actually a video I'm going to show you later of a larger home. It's probably one of the largest in all of southwestern Ontario and most definitely the largest in London. But you know, Cherry Grove Drive is very unique. There's actually only 10 houses on the street, and the average price is probably near $3 million. Now, of course, with only 10 homes on the street, it's very unlikely you're going to purchase one. The most recent sale was actually 4 years ago. It was listed for $1.839 million, sold right around that price, but it was extremely dated on the inside. Now we're on to Kilgorman Way in Kilgorman Quay. This has to be one of my top 3 favorite neighborhoods in all of London and the surrounding areas. This neighborhood is located right in between Riverbend and Kilworth, just east of Woodhill Road. The highest public sale on Kilgorman was actually of that house in video right now. It sold for $3.45 million. It was a 6-bed, 5-bath house with 4,799 above ground square feet. And don't get me wrong, that house is absolutely massive, super beautiful on the inside, but it's a little bit more dated than you'd expect. Another home actually sold for $1.9 million in 2023, and this is one of the smaller homes on the street. But with that being said, if you ever get the chance to purchase a home in this neighborhood, you're looking at least around the $2 to $4 million range. Could go up from there as well, so you definitely have to have some deep pockets to get in this area. The last neighborhood I'm going to talk about is Edgewater Estates before I move on to the largest single homes in the London area. Edgewater Estates is located in the south part of Kilworth. Majority of the homes in this video were built 2020 or newer, with the new builds still being constructed today. Many of these larger homes in the video have frontages of 60, 70, 80, 90 feet, while some of the smaller ones in the video have frontages around the 50-foot area. These videos are of Edgewater Boulevard, Crestview, and Westbrook Drive. One home even sold recently for $2.35 million, a 4-bed, 4-bath, to-be-built home in the area. To get in this awesome neighborhood, you can expect at least $1 million. However, a majority of the homes are going for the $1.5 to $3 million range that are shown in this video. All right, so we're just going to start with the Plunkett Estate, located at 9282 Elviage Drive. This is located south of Riverbend and Kilworth off of Elviage Drive. An event called Country Cruisin' often happens every year where there's a car show, classic cars, muscle cars, old and new, 50-50 draws, food, and more. So check it out if you're interested. Absolutely humongous property. I'm going to go over a few more properties like this one. I can't go too in depth just for, legal reasons. Some of these houses you can see from the road, some of them you can't. So I'm just going to be using Google Earth to give you a quick tour of each of these massive properties. Next up is 3362 Brigham Road. This is by far the largest home in all of London and likely one of the largest in all of southwestern Ontario. It's located just east of Brigham Road and north of Longwoods Road. As you can see, there's a triple car garage, massive pond in the front, there's a tennis court. Like I said, for legal reasons, I can't go too much in depth about the owner or what's inside, but humongous property, nothing like it in London. So this next property is located just off of Windermere Road, right near Corley Drive. So if you look at Corley Drive, you're going to be able to see this property. It has a hockey rink outside, a massive pool. It seems to be 4 garages as well. Humongous property, very hidden, not much people know about it. But as you head towards Western, if you keep your eyes out, you can see a glimpse of it during the day. Now this property is located near Windermere in Adelaide, just west of Stony Creek Meadows. There's said to be an NHL player living there, but I can't go into depth. You can feel free to Google. I'm sure you can figure it out pretty quickly. Humongous property. There's the tennis court in the back, and it looks like a massive lot as well. This next house here actually has quite a lot of public information on it. It's called the Avalon Mansion, located at 22924 Valley View Road in Thorndale. This is located right around the intersection of Plover Mills and Valley View Road. I heard it was listed for $10 million and then reduced to $5 million some years back and didn't sell. You can actually find a ton of videos of this home on Rob Freeman's YouTube channel, which is public. As well, he has a son who has a massive YouTube channel with a few 100,000 subscribers and does a bunch of extreme sports on this property. Humongous. There's videos of the inside as well. It obviously looks a little bit older, like Harry Potter style, but nonetheless humongous with those huge glass windows at the back. That's it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment, subscribe, a like. Just let me know what your favorite house was, as well as if I missed any that you know of so I can include it in future videos. And once again, my name's Avery Mellor. I'm a realtor with Thrive Realty here in London. I help people move into London. I help people transition from different homes within London. I also work just outside of London in, the Kilworth, Kamoka, Thorndale, all of those sorts of regions. So if you have any questions at all, reach out to me at my number. You can also reach out to me via email if you prefer. Have a great rest of your day.